Okay, so today Freyja is actually going to help me with this video, and she is about 30 minutes before we start heading out to meet for her forever home. But let's see, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the dog bowls and dishes that I use. I do not use just one kind of dog bowl or dog dish. It depends on the age and the size, and how the dog well, every dog has their needs. So if you've seen the videos, you've seen this is the first one. This is the first dog bowls that we use when they're puppies. This is usually only used for milk, but I do go ahead and put their mush in there once they're done, and they switch over from mush and milk to actually solid kibble. Then I start feeding them in a round, large dog bowl. It is metal. It does not have, some of them will have holes in the middle. This one does not have a hole in the middle, but that way all the puppies are still able to eat together. So we go puppy dish when they're really little with milk, mush, and any kind of wet dog food. Then we go to the big, kind of like the buffet style. This ceramic bowl here is the ceramic bowl that I use for the puppies when they're starting to drink water. It is a bigger size, so that way multiple puppies can drink, but it's also shorter, okay? Big enough where they're not gonna really walk into it, but short enough that they're able to access the water, okay? I do like using the ceramic bowls, especially for water and liquid, because they're heavier. These bowls right here, like this one right here, I will never use for any kind of liquid. It is only for dry food. Metal will chip and rust, and unfortunately it'll not hold up as well as ceramic. Of course, ceramic does have a tendency to break. So if you have a really, really active dog, a really, really active eater, try to shy away from ceramic, even though it is heavy and it's really, really hard to tip. If you have a very, very messy or a very, very active dog that is just using their nose and going into the food and just digging in the water and making a mess, I would suggest using this. This is a kneader feeder. It has two sides, one for food, one for water. It does actually raise, so that way any water is down, and it's a little dirty because of course I'm using it, but the water goes down in here and it drains through. Any food is just contained here. But this is a good feeder for if you have a dog that is a problematic eater and just is always getting their food all over or in their water. Some of the other ceramic bowls that I use, especially for my older dogs, the dogs that are a little bit calmer, I love Freyja. Their bowls are pretty high, but their bowls aren't squared in like this. They are a little bit rounded. So especially if you have somebody with a shorter snout, this one is really, really good. Fable bowls, I love my Fable bowls. Only my dogs that are older and are not aggressive eaters or drinkers will use this bowl. Again, these are ceramic. These are heavy. Fable bowls are a little pricey, which is why only my older dogs that are not as active will use those. Let's see, and they do have a taller rim, so if you look in here, it's pretty deep. So especially if you have lots of water that you want to put in here or lots of food, this is a good choice because it is deep. And like I said, this one right here has a shorter wall what else? Let's see, this one right here. This is a big one. When it's winter time, I use this outdoors. This is a new one. I have some outside already, but this is a pet heated bowl. Okay, I like this one. This one is awesome. The cable, of course, no cable is 100% protected, but it does have a good protective layer over the cable. It has an on and off button. So this will keep the water bowl from freezing. It doesn't make the water boiling hot or anything like that. It will keep the water, especially when it's really cold outside, at a temperature where they're able to drink. So again, this is a really, really good pet heated water bowl. And all of these I got on Amazon. All you have to do is Google pet heated water bowl. That's the picture of it. I don't put really too many links down in my descriptions. Once I do get around to doing that, I will. But Fable Sweejar is spelled S-W-E-E-J-A-R. Fable. Again, you can see it's in there. If you're looking for this one for puppies, just Google ceramic bowl, blue ceramic bowl. That should pop up. These are just stainless steel puppy nursery bowls, and this is just a animal feeder. I think it's 15 inches across. And then the kneader feeder. The kneader feeder comes in small, medium, or large. This is a large one, and I do believe they come in other sizes. I usually try to keep all of my dog bowls square at the bottom so they do not tip. There are plastic dog bowls. I used to use plastic dog bowls a lot, but those would get blown over. The dogs would chew on them. They're really, really not good for your dogs because they can hold on to microbes and stuff. And plus, if you look over here, this one, even though I love this, you can tell that they do start eating on them. But yeah, so Freyja over here, she has been familiar with this one. She's been familiar with this one and this one. So once she goes to her forever home, she is going to have a different dog bowl. But whatever you use, it's your decision. But I do love using the ceramic bowls for the puppies and for the older, more established dogs that aren't going to be messing around with the dog bowls and that. So again, puppies, winter time, cold time, older, more established dogs. And if you just have those problematic dogs that like making messes and stuff, or just can't, you know, when they drink, the water is still coming out of their mouth, or when they eat, they're in there all messing up, the kneader feeder is really, really good. But all right, so leave in the comments, let me know if you've used any of these. Let me know what you use. If you do leave your dog's water outside, I would definitely strongly suggest covering it. A lot of birds will get in there and use it as a bird bath, and birds carry a lot of diseases in that. And also other animals, especially if you have your fence, you know, your yard fence, you'll still get maybe cats and raccoons or possums in that. So you want to make sure that if your water is outside, that you cover it. My water source is outside, but it's covered with a bus tub, a clear bus tub. And actually, let's go show you real quick so that way you can see it's covered right here. So whenever I have my dogs in and out, when they're out, I uncover it. When they're inside, it's covered. That helps keep any kind of germs or diseases that any dogs could get more to a minimum. All right. Freyja is being such a good girl. She is so ready to go to her new home. She actually just left Miss Hot Pink. I still have one girl available, one solid white German Shepherd girl. They just turned 10 weeks old. So she said goodbye to her friend. I only have one solid white female left, but Freyja was my last solid black girl. And with that, I will go ahead and end this video. Again, in the comments, please let me know if you've used these, what you think of them, what you use. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and yeah, that's it. So we're about ready to hit the road. And Freyja, you happy? Yeah, she's ready to go home. All right, so we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.